Chi Foundation holds its annual tri-celebration ceremony with attendees from all walks of life. Various countries' diplomats attend the May 12th Tzu Chi Ceremony at the Kuala Lumpur Jing Hall. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Lori Chen. Thank you for joining us. On May 12th, the Tzu Chi Foundation held their annual tri-celebration ceremony at the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. This is one of the most important events for a Tzu Chi volunteer. It combines 3 special days into one: Buddha's birthday, Taiwanese Mother's Day, and Global Tzu Chi Day. Each year, volunteers make various human formations according to the specific theme selected. Since this year's theme was environmental protection, volunteers formed a total of 14 words to spread the message of protecting our Mother Earth. Let's check out these amazing images.
Police, medical professionals, and people from other sectors of society gather at the Buddha Day ceremony. 300 Dharma masters led prayers for the world.
钟鼓齐鸣。
The bells and drums are for enlightening people. Over 500 young people perform with great energy at the start of the ceremony, inspiring everyone.
恭请蔡总统带领大众浴佛。
It is a majestic ceremony attended by thousands of people who learn to remain humble through Buddha's teachings and expanding their love.
礼佛足。
Volunteers decorated the plaza with Bodhi trees, which symbolize that Buddha's wisdom is as vast as the sea and expands outwards. Everyone walks on the Bodhisattva path together. While everyone does the walking meditation, they walk with firm steps and focus their minds on their steps. They hope to illuminate their minds to warm the world.
Staying at the CKS Memorial Hall, many local celebrities and artists attended the dignified event. In addition, almost 30 Taiwanese new immigrants dressed in each of the country's traditional wear were also among the attendees. Let's check out their beautiful outfits. I wear this often in Thailand, but in Taiwan, I don't have many chances to wear it. I'm happy to attend this event because I can wear our clothes.
Everyone wears the national uniform of their country. They look so pretty.
I'm also a Buddhist in Vietnam and here in Taiwan too. I support Tzu Chi, so I always attend the ceremony.
We have been living in Taiwan for a long time, but my parents are also getting old, so I pray for them to stay healthy.
These new immigrants are already married in Taiwan, and most of them have children. They all have a hope, which is that attending this event helps their families stay safe and healthy.
The Buddha Day ceremony conveys blessings and also allows us to see the beauty of multiculturalism in Taiwan. These carnations were made with recycled materials. He wants to give them to everyone.
I felt that there should be carnations for Mother's Day, so I made them with recycled materials. You can remove one leaf to wash your hands.
Actress Huang Jingwen and her mother have been attending the Buddha Day ceremony for 3 years.
I feel that at this time every year, I must come to pray for my mom and also say thank you to all the great mothers in the world. I can also see all my friends.
Everyone is united, and it makes me feel great.
Actress Wu Jiasan attends the ceremony for the first time, and what she sees stuns her.
What you see on TV is different from what you see in person. It's completely different. What you see on TV will make you feel, wow, it's so pretty. But when you come to the venue, you will have an unspeakable touching sensation from your heart.
Many members of the Tzu Chi Entertainers Association bring their families to the annual Buddha Day ceremony to pray for everyone in the world.
There are over 600 young people that were part of the Jing drum team this year. They all came together with one heart to perform in the grand Tzu Chi tri-celebration ceremony at the CKS Memorial Hall. They've been practicing diligently ever since February of this year. Let's get to know some of these hardworking young individuals.
Over 600 members of the Jing drum team were involved in the tri-celebration ceremony this year. They exhibit young people's strength and beauty with their performance. They each remain humbled, which actually helped the performance to be more powerful.
比较没有那么的负面，跟没有那么的浮动。
因为一下
When the music started, I felt this immense intensity inside. I felt the quietness in my mind has finally been awakened.
好像被震醒了。
During the intense 3-month practice sessions, the members learned to redefine their positions and reflect on themselves.
There's a sense of unity that came out of all this. You can really sense everyone's camaraderie. It really calmed my mind and nerves.
I really reflected on myself. I was questioning myself if I could really be as good as the rest of the team members. So I had to learn to let go of my stubbornness.
This is the third year that the Jing drum team is performing in the ceremony. However, this year, everything has been handed over to them. They are the ones in charge now.
We didn't get involved with much this year. All 600 team members were in charge of borrowing the space, preparing their meals, and teaching the newcomers. We told them that however way we taught them for the past 3 years, just do the same for the new members.
The senior team members took themselves out of the spotlight, and we saw just how much strength they had as leaders.
Their movements were right on target, but their spirits were lacking just a bit. So all we had to do was just give them a little boost, and it instantly lifted the performance level.
These young people were all very confident due to the guidance of experienced volunteers.
Whenever I had free time, he would come over to remind me where I needed to improve more. When I became busy, he would step aside. That's how these senior volunteers accompanied us the whole way.
Through this experience, we realized that just how attentive these experienced volunteers are in doing things. We also felt their love towards each of members on this drum team.
With new team members learning from experienced volunteers, their future performances will definitely become better and better.
One of the most eye-catching installations at the ceremony this year was the refurbished eco-friendly Earth from last year, the 3D Globe 2.0. The main vision continues to showcase the importance of environmental protection. With both reusing and giving an item a second life, the new version of the Earth has many new gadgets added on. This was all made possible by the groups upon groups of dedicated volunteers throughout the 3-month period of putting together this final product for the ceremony. Let's check it out, shall we? The 3D Globe 2.0 is 4 meters tall and 2 meters in diameter. It is located in front of the main steps at the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. It took Tzu Chi volunteers around 3 months' time, using 2,400 PET bottles to create this final product. This is one of this year's Tri-Celebration Ceremony's main attractions. It's also an updated version of last year's 3D Globe.
There will be a piece of blue cloth under the earth. We're aiming to present an image of a clean earth that is floating in the void. And then beneath all of that, there will be plenty of flowers and plants, representing a beautiful scenery to honor the Buddha with.
You guys are very environmentally aware. It's quite an amazing feat, actually. We should be protecting our oceans, our land, and our forest.
Not only does the eco-friendly globe installation attract many people to come check it out, but there are constantly a group of volunteers that are checking the overall conditions of it.
I'm looking at all the wiring underneath, looking at the connecting spots, seeing if they are all well connected to the main control box, just looking to see if anything is tangled together or not in the right places.
Repeatedly confirming to see if everything is working the way it's supposed to be, such as periodically testing the smoothness of the rotations and the height that it rises to. All these efforts are made so that during the ceremony, everything can go as originally planned. Turning our cameras overseas, the Tzu Chi Kuala Lumpur and Selangor chapter held their Tri-Celebration Ceremony at the Kuala Lumpur Jing Hall. One main purpose of the event was to promote the idea of vegetarianism. Therefore, it took over 3,000 volunteers to get into human formations in order to visually spread the message. Among the attendees were Dharma masters from various schools of Buddhism and also diplomats from 5 different countries. More than 3,200 people showcased a human formation to promote vegetarianism and protecting all sentient beings. Tzu Chi Kuala Lumpur Selangor chapter held this year's Tri-Celebration Ceremony at the Kuala Lumpur Jing Hall.
全球慈济人响应正言上人悲心大愿，积极推动斋戒护生， 期望惠及众人的愿力，化解人间浩劫。
Dharma masters from various schools of Buddhism led the crowd to begin the ceremonial proceedings.
礼佛足接花香。
Aligning with the theme of gratitude, respect, life, and love, working in harmony and sharing positive affinities, the dignified event encourages everyone to adopt a vegetarian diet, in addition to take the opportunity to thank our parents, the Buddha, and humanity as a whole.
When we exercise our compassion to not take the lives of living beings is also another way to commemorate the Buddha's birthday. The aspect of protecting all sentient beings is a very meaningful part of the ceremony, especially with the global warming crisis going on. The entire climate has been drastically changing, causing many disasters worldwide. Therefore, it's crucial that we need to be actively promoting environmental protection concepts to all.
Participating in the grand event included many countries' diplomats, such as Taipei, Croatia, Italy, and Belgium.
This celebration for us, for me, is going beyond all religions, is touching the soul and the mind and the heart of all the human beings. And this is why we should be and we are not only grateful but joyful as well.
Tzu Chi's Tri-Celebration Ceremony demonstrates the true spirit of great love. All the participants, united with one heart, sincerely prayed for a peaceful world. 4 years ago, in 2015, a massive earthquake struck Nepal. In the first instance, Tzu Chi disaster assessment team headed over to evaluate the damages. Since Nepal is the birthplace of the Buddha, it was extra special when the Tzu Chi disaster relief team conducted their first ever Buddha Day ceremony at one of the largest IDP camps at that time. Recently, thanks to a group of Malaysia Tzu Chi volunteers, another Buddha Day ceremony was made possible at the Seaburn International School. Many Dharma masters, local volunteers, and community members were in attendance. Tzu Chi's annual Buddha Day ceremony is reappearing in Buddha's homeland, Nepal. 4 years ago, the Tzu Chi Disaster Relief Team held its first ever Buddha Day ceremony at one of the IDP camps. This year, thanks to a group of Malaysia Tzu Chi volunteers heading over to assist the local volunteers, the dignified event was able to take place at the Seaburn International School. A total of 164 individuals participated in the ceremony. Among them included 52 Tibetan Buddhist Dharma masters for the Tarangu Tara Abbey. Everyone came with a sincere heart and followed through with the ceremonial proceedings.
When giving offerings to the Buddha, there was a special feeling inside. It wasn't like any other normal offering proceeding. It had also included a sense of cultivation from the heart.
Local volunteers have long been caring for children with disabilities. Therefore, it was only natural for them to specially transport the children so that they too can participate in the Buddha Day ceremony. In addition, the deputy director of the local police department also attended with the children. The community volunteers reenacted some scenes from the massive earthquake that struck Nepal back in 2015. At the same time, cherishing the fact that the positive outcome of the disaster was a relationship established with Tzu Chi. Towards the end of the program, volunteers also arranged a feet-washing ceremony for the children to demonstrate their filial piety toward their parents. For many, this was the first time tears on both sides were seen, deeply moved and feeling the true wisdom of Buddha's teachings.
My family member itself involved. Participated in that food washing. It's really interesting, and we want to spread this message.
Giving thanks to our parents, to Buddha, and to all of humanity. Having the honor of being in Buddha's homeland, the good affinities have once again been reestablished. Looking forward to the many seeds of kindness sprouting more and more as time goes on. The Tzu Chi Disaster Relief Team continues to distribute both construction and farming supplies to the cyclone-affected residents in Mozambique. Recently, they headed to the Mankuba village and successfully distributed 1,922 sets of the much-needed aid supplies. After Cyclone Idai hit Mozambique, we arrived in Macumba village. We can see that big trees in the background still have driftwood in the branches, indicating how high the flood waters reached. According to local people, the entire area was flooded for nearly a month before it slowly receded.
When the flood came, it dropped this mango tree. Everyone was rushing to escape, and they rushed to the main road.
During the disasters, the riverbed rose quickly and spread all the way to the main road some 2 kilometers away. The whole area was flooded as Macumba has 8,000 affected households. With the water retreating, locals have begun returning to normal life. Women are washing their clothes in the river, and children are helping out, and children are using nets to clean this area. Taking a closer look, this group finds a clean water source. Part of this comes from their local wisdom.
This water is dirty. We first dig a hole and then wait a bit to take out the dirty water and then wait. Later, the clean water comes in. We fill up these 20-liter containers with clean water and take it home.
People in Mozambique have a positive outlook on life despite their hardship. But this district chief says that despite them doing their best, there are many problems in their life.
Now we are worried about their homes because they have nothing. They need some basic farming equipment like a machete. Thank you very much for your help for giving us these materials and helping these families rebuild.
Helping rebuild their homes is the first step, with Tzu Chi providing building materials. Smiles can be seen on the faces of local residents. For some of the better off households receiving supplies, they travel by bicycle, and others get delivery by motorcycle. Under the hot sun, they may carry 30 kilograms of corn flour, and in their hand carry 20 kilograms of building supplies. Hiking in the wild here is not easy, as many people go barefoot and may need to walk for 20 minutes to the distribution. For older elders, this is not easy. Volunteers accompany this grandmother home. She has 6 in her family and depends upon her son to work. He only earns 100 Mozambique dollars a day to support his family. This elderly woman forgets how old she is, though she will forever remember the love of Tzu Chi volunteers.
We are very happy. In this world, there are still people willing to give us these goods. Before, no one cared about us.
I'm very happy that the TV station is doing this report and showing people the devastations. I especially came from Maputo to be here. Thank you, Tzu Chi brothers and sisters, for giving me the chance to help.
Over here, there's lots of care and compassion, even though they may be missing many necessities in their daily life.
Speaking of disaster relief missions, the 2019 National Volunteer Organizations Active in the Disaster Conference is taking place in Nashville, Tennessee this year. On the first day of the venue, there was a record number of attendees, where a total of 703 individuals showed up to exchange ideas involving disaster relief situations and cultivate better partnerships. Let's check out what Tzu Chi is bringing to the table. Nashville, Tennessee is hosting this year's National Volunteer Organizations Active in Disaster Conference, an annual event put together to gather all players involved in disaster relief situations to exchange ideas and cultivate partnerships.
Welcome everybody to the 27th Annual National VOAD Conference here in Nashville, Tennessee.
We have about 35 exhibitors that are here with us. Attendance at this moment is 703. Which is pretty amazing because our best was 617, so we've done really well. But for what excites me really is we have 236 first-timers.
Among the participants is the Tzu Chi Foundation. They have a booth showcasing its efforts in all 4 major missions and its technological innovations.
Through a heating process, pull the pellets into the fabric that you see here, and from the fabric they sew it into these blankets.
We were just amazed by what they're doing with plastic water bottles. We both work in disaster, and so we see water bottles come in all the time and go out, and they're an issue to get rid of. And I mean, they made this bag out of water bottles, they have blankets out of water bottles. It's amazing.
What really impressed me was the blankets. The fact that you can make a blanket out of a plastic water bottle blows my mind.
Not only material solutions were presented by Tzu Chi, but also spiritual ones, such as the dignified and serene feelings from a Buddha Day ceremony.
The purpose of this ceremony is to help the participants reflect on their gratitude to their teachers, to their parents, and to all sentient beings that make our lives possible. Touch the mist. Receive the flower. May you go in peace. This concept of bringing gratitude, respect, and love brings together much of this disaster relief community, that sincere care for the survivors of disasters. And this ceremony acts as a symbol for that mindset and that care.
Hitting record number of attendees and a common sentiment of care, the 2019 National VOAD Conference is setting out to be a very fruitful one. Zhangzhou Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for a family of 5 where many members of the family suffers from various chronic illnesses. Recently, they formed a team of 13 volunteers to help them both clean and ensure the safety of their living environment.
Electrical wires are everywhere in this house, as water is also leaking through the walls. Chu's rented house poses a number of safety concerns. When I first visited, I already saw there were many electrical wires which were disorderly. There were beds but no furniture. And then I was inspired to mobilize the volunteers to come to change these electrical lines for him. 51-year-old Shu Taifu suffered with polio, which left the left side of his body paralyzed. His 38-year-old wife often has seizures and has to frequently visit the hospital. They have been living in Zhangzhou for more than 20 years, though has limited ability to clean the house. 13 volunteers have come, including those with expertise in plumbing and electricity. They have helped organize the electrical circuits and install fans. They also brought secondhand furniture and encouraged the 2 children to sort their stuff. Eldest son Shu Hongxing was quite moved because there is a 73-year-old bodhisattva who suffers from uremia as a Tzu Chi care recipient family who came to help. They are setting a good example for this family. I tried to do a little bit to help those in need. This makes me feel very happy.
My body may be tired, but not my heart, because I feel very happy. Helping someone is the greatest gift, especially given to someone who needs help.
This neat and comfortable space lets in the sunlight and allows these 3 generations living together to feel more joy and happiness in their life.
The building structure of the Daguang Elementary School in Tainan is not up to the standards for earthquake-resistant designs. Therefore, in April, Tzu Chi has been assisting them in the construction of 5 new classrooms. Let's go check out the finished products. Thank you for watching. See you next time.